What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It is week 2 of January 2026, bro. We just got ready because it was my mom's birthday on the 9th, and we're gonna go have lunch with me and my brother. And we got school this week, bro. We start school this week. I told you guys I'm gonna go into roofing schools this week. I took the test of that. That was super easy, but passed my contractor's test last week. This week I start roofing school, like the physical learning of the roofing school. Now, I don't have to go, but I want to go, and I'm going to tell you guys why I want to go in this video. So stick along, guys. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Chris. I'm a contractor here in LA. I also own an ATM business with like over 30, 40, 50 ATMs around there. I don't even remember how much, but I got a couple ATMs all over LA. And I make content because I'm just documenting this journey. I like to talk about business and being better and like just documenting the process. And I'm trying to lose weight this week, bro. So at the end of the video, I'm gonna keep track of like this week's weight because I told you we're on a journey, we're on a fitness journey to get to 15%, guys. So make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe button. We're on our way over there right now. That. Look what my mom just gave me, a freaking necklace. You like it?
Yeah, I like it. It's beautiful. A mí me gustó también, se mira nice.
I know, it's better than this one, huh? Ya se estaba rosteando, mira.
Eso ya le hice puro fierro, bro.
Pero se miraba bien en mí.
Ay, no, eso ya tírale.
This is shiny, bro.
Esa se mira bonita, esa.
Dude, that song is insane. It's going viral this weekend about the whole Donald Trump taking over Venezuela stuff. But we're back. Guys, it's early in the morning, 5:30 a.m. No, 5:56 a.m. We're going to go to the gym. Going back. Today is roofing school day, bro. It's my first day back in school, bro. I graduated a long time ago. I don't know what the hell I'm doing going back to school. Just kidding. I know exactly why I'm going back to school. This is something that I thought about, and I don't really need to go to school, bro. Like, honestly, I can continue to sell roofing, repairs, and everything that has to do with construction without going to this thing. But here's the thing in the industry that people forget, bro. Probably doing the work is one of the most important things in the whole entire puzzle piece, and getting workers is going to be the hardest thing ever, bro. Getting good workers, getting people who are not going to take shortcuts, who are not going to screw you, who actually give a shit, right? It's really hard. And for me personally, bro, I would rather lead from the front and lead knowing that I know how to do every single thing. I'm not going to do the roofing. I'm not going to do the actual work. Maybe I'll do a repair here and there. Maybe I'll do a full roof once upon a time. But in order for me to understand what it's like to be on the roof and to understand what it's like to be one of the guys, and for them to respect me, I have to do this. And today's the first day back. We start school at 4 a.m. So we back on schedule. We're going to go to the gym. We're going to do all that. We're going to cold call, get some leads, get some shit going. And then we're going to do all this stuff. But really, this is the problem with like going back to school. Like, I'm going to have less time. I'm going to have to like go to school Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday mornings. So less time to pitch. So I have to be really stick to my like calendar and organized in order for all of this thing to work. Because it doesn't matter if I go to school and learn all this stuff, bro. If I don't have leads, if I don't have money coming in, all of this thing is for nothing. But I have to make sure that all these systems are in place, the whole calendar's in place and everything like that. But nonetheless, like, sales and marketing is still one of the top things that you need, bro. And like then after that comes the work. But I want to make sure that I know how to do the work. So when these people are like doing the work and like my subs are doing the work, I can be the one to be like, yo, make sure that this thing is done correctly. And if I can do it, bro, you can do it. And there's nothing that I wouldn't ask of you that I wouldn't do myself. And that's kind of like the business owner that I want to be, is like, bro, if I can do it, you can do it too. So in regards of all of this stuff, bro, I already know how to sell. I've already sold over 1 million, 2 million in residential roofing sales, which is already freaking hard to do in the LA market, which is very super competitive. But most people don't know how to sell. And then I could just skip roofing school and like just continue to do my own stuff, because like, bro, I don't really need it. Like, you don't really need to learn how to roof to make a roofing company. There's a lot of people out there that start roofing companies and they don't even know anything about the technical stuff. They don't know anything about like roofing sales. They just drop off a price. Like right now I'm like dealing with a customer who like gave me a price about a roof that they like got a quote on, and I'm like, bro, how the frick is this person making money? And at that point, either one, this person is just subbing out to people who are unlicensed, so he's paying like pennies on the dollar on these people. Two, he like is using like mixed materials, so he's not even getting a manufacturer warranty on any of this stuff. Three, like, bro, like, do you understand like how to price things out? And I don't think a lot of people know how to price things out with the matter of risk. Like, roofing is one of the most dangerous occupations out there, bro. It's the third in the nation, bro, and anything can happen, and all of this stuff is a risk, bro. How much money you're gonna make, how much money you're gonna profit is a risk, and it's a matter of every single time that you touch a roof, is it worth the risk that you're putting up? Like, especially if you're licensed, especially if you're insured, especially if you're having to deal with other people, bro, is that the risk you're willing to take? And honestly, unless I know the actual risk that goes in between like actually doing the work, there's some jobs that I'm so happy to just walk away from, because I'm just not that type of roofer anymore. I want to provide quality. I want to provide like a great service, white glove service to all my customers. And I've learned the hard way, especially working for the last company that I worked for, that not every customer is going to be for me. And I'm okay with that. And because I realized that there's other better customers out there, bro, I don't want to just go for anyone. And if they want to work with me, they want to work with me, because honestly, this is a skill. This is a trade. People forget that. So roofing is a trade skill. It's a trained skill. It's a skill that doesn't come easy, bro. Like, you think, oh, a roof is a roof. No, bro. There's some people who just don't give a shit, are gonna do whatever, and then maybe you'll get lucky that roof lasts you 10 years, and then you're gonna have to do it again. You're gonna have to do a repair that may cost you another $3,000-$5,000, and like, what? That's gonna be the difference between me and you and them? Like, that doesn't make sense, bro. It's not worth it. So go back to school this week, stepping into like a whole brand new phase of everything. But yeah, the industry needs tradesmen, bro. So like, if you guys are like thinking about going into the trades, you guys are thinking about like doing anything in your life, I would go back into the trades, bro. We need them. You can make really good money being into the trades. But really, the thing for me is I just want to make sure that I'm not that boss that kind of just tells people what to do, because like, there's a lot of them out there, and I just don't want to be that person, you know? I'd rather make sure that everybody respects me, and they kind of already do, especially the way I kind of move already, because I'm just honest, and I am that guy, bro. I really am that guy. But what roofing school am I going to? I'm gonna show you guys. Stay tuned. If you guys made it this far, bro, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, bro. We're making these videos and we documenting for you guys, so you guys can see the real truth behind everything. I gotta go get this gym workout, because this pre-workout is like making me feel like crack. Alright guys, it's Saturday. I am charging my car because I have roofing school. This is like the first week completed. I already completed the first week, and pretty much I wanted to give you guys a recap of what happened the whole entire week, because it's been kind of crazy with everything going on. Nonetheless, I'm loving this roofing school. I think it was probably one of the best decisions I did, because everything that we're doing is pretty fun, to be honest with you. I kind of messed up this morning because I thought class started at like 8 o'clock, but instead it actually starts at 9 o'clock, so I came here super early. Luckily, I got a chance to charge my car, and then I got an appointment right after class. So these are a couple things that I learned in class, and a couple things that I'm like struggling with everything that's going on, just because like, bro, it's a lot of like, my schedule's all over the place. So pretty much started roofing school this week. Went to class on Wednesday, going to class on Thursdays at 4 all the way to like 8:30, bro. And it's like an hour drive all the way to like Irvine, and it's an hour drive coming here on a Saturday morning. So it's like a lot of driving, plus all the driving back and forth in between the ATM and like just doing all this stuff, bro. Like, it's a lot. It's becoming a lot, and I'm getting like very like tired of doing all this stuff. But nonetheless, like, actually something, the whole class thing that we're doing, bro, like, honestly, it's gonna be really, really exciting to kind of like do, just because we're actually learning a lot of like the hands-on type of stuff. Like it's not just like reading a book and like the teacher being boring. The teacher is actually very like passionate about like being in the class. He's been roofing in the trades for like almost 40 years, and then he really loves it, and I can tell, bro. Like I can tell when you love it just as much as like I love it. Like I can just non-stop talk about like the class in itself. So we have a really good teacher, bro. I get to pick his brain. Crazy thing about all of this stuff, bro, is like there's really only like two students in the class. It's just me and somebody else, and we both kind of have construction experience. One guy's been working with his dad for a really long time, and that's kind of interesting because he's kind of helping me more like on the hands-on stuff, because I've never used the tool, bro. I've never used a hands tool. I mean, yeah, I've used a hammer and like a hammer drill to like get the ATMs in there, stuff like that, like screwdriver, but like actual like cutting saw, an actual like nailing gun or all that stuff, I've never used in my life. And a lot of people in my generation, we've never used those stuff because our parents just didn't want us to be in the trades, bro. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to take all this class, because I want to use tools. I want to like know how to do all this stuff just like for my own self, really, for my own self. I told you I don't really need to go back to like roofing school. I don't need to know how to roof. I can sell it. You can make a roofing business. I know so many people that start roofing businesses and they don't even know how to roof themselves. They don't know any of the technical stuff and they rely on somebody else. I just don't want to rely on anybody, especially here in LA, bro, where it's so freaking competitive. You have to kind of like be able to compete with these bigger companies, and the only way you're going to be able to compete with these bigger companies is going to be like being a trifecta really in the beginning. And I know like all of this business stuff is not going to take off for a really long time. Maybe like 1-2 years are going to be like very tough for me considering all of this stuff, but maybe the the third year, the second year, or even the fourth year, everything's just going to align perfectly, and then it's just like you can easily go from like 5 to like 8. You can go easily from like 1 to 2, from 1 to 2 million all the way to like 5 million in like a year. You can even go from like 5 to like 8 to 10 in like 2 to 3 years, and then you're kind of set, bro. You're really set. And that's why I'm like, my goal with all of this stuff is like 5-year plan into all of this stuff, bro. But that just means like grinding and like showing up every single day. So this is like the third day of school. It's on a Saturday morning, so I have classes Wednesday, Thursdays in the afternoons, 4 to 8. I try to cold call in the morning, door knock during the day. And dude, honestly, one of the things that I'm struggling with right now is gonna be like the ATM stuff, bro. Like it's becoming so overwhelming. Like I'm really getting to the point where like I just want out, I just want to quit, and I just want to sell that shit. Like I'm tired of it. I want to sell the ATM business because it's just taking too much of my time, and I'd rather get all that money that's in there, which can equivalent, if I sold everything and I took my cash, I'd probably be like at least like 25 G's into like, you know, I can reinvest back into the business, which is great because then I can reinvest into marketing, and it pays 10 times more on this side than having to just keep it in the ATMs. Yes, it's passive. Yes, it kind of gives me peace of mind that I have money coming in, but the amount of time that it takes to like manage all these shits in LA traffic is becoming very annoying, and I just probably don't want to deal with it anymore. So I may or may not sell it. I'm telling you guys right now, I may sell it, I may not. It really depends on whether I get some sales kind of going on, because if I can get some sales going on, I can put more money in there, then I can go less times, and then it becomes less of a nuisance for me. So that's also one of the things I've noticed, kind of like going to school and like running the ATM business while trying to do all this stuff. Like, bro, I need more time, and that's not very cool. So besides that, like what I'm learning in the construction stuff, I'm learning a lot of like safety stuff. I put on a harness the other day. That was pretty interesting. And then today we're gonna learn a lot of the roofing math. I'm also gonna get to see how like these bigger companies do it. Like my teacher, my maestro, he goes and works for like these really big commercial roofing companies, because you can do roofing so many different ways, right? There's like commercial, there's residential, then there's repairs. I believe you should have a combination of all three of them, right? Commercials is like where you print big money, but it just takes a long time. Residential prints you money fast within like 7 days. Repairs just keeps the guys busy, and if you sell them correctly, you can still make a ton of money and get them back on the back end when it's time to do an entire re-roof. So you want to have all three combinations, and I seen it at the last company that I had all the three combinations, and that's what I would like to run as well, because it's a good play altogether. but he works for, you know, like there's a lot of companies that when you go build a roofing company, you'll be like, oh, you're all residential 100%, or you're like 60-40, 60-30. You pick and choose how big you want to go, right? I know some people just go like straight up 100% residential, 100% commercial or 100% residential. And the 100% commercial ones, because these buildings are like 100 squares, 200 squares, 300 squares. Just imagine 200 squares. Yeah, people are not like bidding like at 1,000 a square, especially here in California. But like 200 a square, you probably profit, let's say 100 a square for like, let's say 300 squares. Make like 30 grand in like one job. But that job would probably like, you know, maybe run you like a month, maybe run you like another month. So you really only got to get like maybe 12 of those commercial jobs, right? And you can already be making like over like 2 million sometimes, maybe in like 3 million just off of that. But the margins are less, so but it gets the guys busy, and you can make content, and you know, it depends on how you want to go. That's why I say it's a mixture of having everything, like having that plus having a residential, because residential you can make just the same amount, probably with like doing more, but you can increase your brand and have more presence and do all that stuff. Or you can get into metal roofing, where that's a whole different animal in itself. So today we're going to be learning a bunch of math stuff. They gave me a book, so I have a book. I'll probably show it to you guys later down the road of like what the book consists. A lot of this stuff is like basic stuff, but we are actually going to learn like roofing. So one of the things that we're doing in the class is like building like a stock roof. Like we're building out the framing this weekend. So we're building out, like we're going to build basically like a demo roof, where we're going to learn TPO, we're going to learn flat roofs, we're going to learn shingles, we're going to learn tiles and all the different types of roofs and how to install them and how to do everything. And that's pretty fun, bro. Like I used the freaking nail gun the other day, I used like tools the other day, and like that shit was pretty exciting, dude. So like I don't know how the year's gonna look out for me for like making money, because it's just taking up too much of my time. Of like, bro, like I can't pitch and I can't knock doors at the same time while trying to sell. Well, it's like, it's kind of lines perfectly, because like the class is from like 4 to 8:30, and by the time it hits like 5:30, the sun's already out, so I can't even knock really. But it's the time that I can cold call, which is actually very ideal, is to cold call during that time. But I'm just not gonna have the time to cold call, so I'm really using all the time that I can, whether it's cold calling, door knocking this time, to generate as much leads. I have some mailers being done, so which I want to like, you know, do. But like that's what I'm saying, if I had the money from the ATMs, I can just reinvest all that money, and like hopefully one of those things hits. And once those things hit, like I got it going. So I have a couple leads that, you know, I went to go pitch, and I'm doing still the social media, try to get that thing going. And I think I figured something out, but it's really just volume that's killing me. And by the way, I'm in Baldwin Park, bro. If you guys don't know, Baldwin Park is kind of like the hood. So it's an adult school that I go to. So I didn't even know the school was even around. It's one of the first schools that, you know, they're doing for the trades. There's also like other trades and things that you can learn. But yeah, that's kind of like the first week back in roofing school. Very excited. It's 3 quarters, bro. I think with this amount of quarters that we do, I'm gonna learn enough to like, you know, do repairs, probably do a whole entire shingle re-roof after this point, because I really just struggled with like learning how to like what the patterns will be and like all that. Once I see it one time, I think I for sure can like get it. And then because we're doing like a valley flashings and all that stuff, I think I can figure out like everything else, bro, because I've seen it just so many times, you know. So, and then if I ask the right questions, then I'm pretty sure my teacher will tell me like, this is how you think about it, this is how you do it. And then just having his information and just being a good study, I think I can kind of use them for like long-term resources. Because sometimes, bro, like all these older people, they can just teach you. They can always just teach you like, all right, bro, like this is how it's done, this is what you should do, I've done this already, I made this mistake. And they just want to pass on the information, because somebody has to learn this shit, bro. Whether it's like them, like most people, like I saw a hot podcast the other day where like people don't realize that like the trades are like suffering with the amount of people that we need, which is why they opened up this class, because we need more people like myself in the trades, like my generation Z, to get into the trades, and we just don't have enough of them, bro. And that's why like the biggest struggle when it comes to like growing a roofing company is finding like good roofing crews, bro, and roofing crews that are not gonna screw you at the same time and are actually going to deliver the service on how you want to deliver it. And once you get really big, bro, you just kind of like run out of people. And if you don't know how to teach and make your own people, then you're going to struggle as well. And that's one of the things, the reasons why I'm also taking is because if I learn all this shit that I could teach to somebody else and develop a teaching culture in the company, and then we can grow more crews, and then we could keep on going. And because right now we got ICE kind of like coming out and like taking a lot of our workers. It's like in the news all the freaking time of like, hey, if you don't freaking get like people who have papers, bro, like, which is majority of our workforce, like everybody's like workforce is almost 80% like people that don't have papers. If I like do a roof and I take my shit off and I only have one crew, and then I had to pay some other people to find them, or I don't have any people, I better be able to get on that roof, bro, and do that shit myself. So, and I'm young where I can do it, but all these older cats that are like 40, 50 something years old, they're not gonna get on the roof and try to do that stuff. So they're gonna suffer, bro. And a lot of these big companies, as ICE keeps coming and they keep trolling and taking our people, then bro, some people are gonna have to shrink. Some people are gonna have to shrink. We're not gonna find enough people to do stuff, and the construction world is gonna take a hit, bro. And I'm kind of seeing into the future of all that stuff, and I just don't want to be left with the bag hanging. And if I prepare myself correctly, where I can sell, I can market, and I can produce, I think I have a winning survival rate of this industry. And like right now, it's just gonna be like, okay, cool, like it's just one step back that I have to take right now. This year's a one step back. Even if I had to do 1-2 jobs a month, that's kind of like the goal. Like 1 to 4 jobs a month is what I'm trying to sell at. If I can sell 1 to 4 jobs, then I'll be really chilling for the entire year, and I'll be able to bounce back. Maybe I don't make the money that I want to make, but I'll survive the year. And then after that, I have my C39 license. I have everything that I haven't chased. And then it's just grinding, bro. Just grinding and have more time. And at that point, hopefully the people that owe me money, they pay me. And yeah, bro, if you guys like the authenticity of the channel, you guys are following the journey. We're building a roofing company now. I built an ATM company. That was cool. That was fun. I'm getting tired of it. I might sell it. Now we're building a roofing company because there's more money in the trades than there is in like ATM. Yeah, ATM's cool. They're cool. They make you money while you sleep. It's like a cool kind of like side gig. But I'm starting not to like it, and I'll probably tell you guys why I don't like it in the next video. So make sure you guys stay tuned, because I know some of you guys follow me, my ATM content. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.